Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And it's Dembele. Looking for options for movement. Ah, that's a fine interception. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? No, that's been intercepted. And that interception was most necessary.
That was...
Yamal! It's fallen kindly here. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Dembele, chance! And that's a sharp finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Paris Saint-Germain really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Milan restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Van Dijk, certainly one of the players of the week.
Paris Saint-Germain always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind. I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Ronaldo, Soboslai, looking for the far post. Impressive jump! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Mendes picks it up out wide. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Almost half an hour in now. Oh, that's a key interception. Pacho. Howson. Mohamed Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Yamal. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Yamal. Chouameni. Bellingham. Zakaria does really well to win the ball there. Played towards the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he was quick to react. Chouameni looking to pass their way up the pitch. You can run onto that. Romero deals with that comfortably. Yamal. Fernandez. That has been slung wide. And it's Fernandez. And here's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. And Fernandez. Oh, he's having a go! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? No, just not quite.
Fernandez just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Spread out to the left. Fernandez gets across him. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. And it's made its way to him. He is through here. Ndika cuts out the pass. The referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Attention, changement.
Milan get the ball rolling in the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He's dribbled past his man here. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. No, he's managed to misplace that. Thuram is the guilty party there. And that's going to be a booking.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
Paris
15.
Saint-Germain can now introduce
19.
the first of their
Le
substitutes.
numéro 24. Le
It's an
numéro
errant
8.
pass.
À leur place, le numéro 9. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 87.
That's been intercepted.
Le numéro
That was
29.
well played, well stopped.
João Neves. That's a super give and go. That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Havertz! It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Owen! It's run loose here. Now, can they get him away? Now the delivery. He leaps for it! Harmlessly behind. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Van Dijk. Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Pedri.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Howson gets a foot in here. Oh, that's superb. Havertz. Pacho. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Havertz. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. João Neves. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Neves. And here's Mbappe. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, this looks sharp. Dembele.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That is a great pick out. Ndika. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, he's bustling through here. And that is headed for the middle. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Havertz. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Might be danger here. That has not gone well. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
This is a promising build-up. And here's Haaland. Oh, and he shoots! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Paris Saint-Germain now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
2 minutes to be added on. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
Je vous demanderai de
Mbappe,
bien vouloir
voted
prendre
man of the
connaissance
match,
du communiqué
and
envoyé
deservedly
par la
so.
police et qui s'affiche actuellement sur
So a
l'écran
game of
géant.
thrills and tiny margins. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful, direct style of football that once shocked the world.
Now it's Mbappe. Dembele.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bellingham. And here's Thuram. Yamal is onto this. Yamal! He's done very well to get to that.
Lamine Yamal is offering a wry smile there.
It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still...
Shot at goal! It's fallen kindly here! Goal! Morocco! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Thuram. That's a good ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Thuram has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Garcia claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bellingham engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Rice. And here's Dembele. Very nicely done. It's Schneider! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Now it's Schneider. Oh, that's clever. Chouameni.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Crunching tackle. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, that... Thuram! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Zanetti.
Morocco really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Pinches it off him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Romero. Here's Chouameni. Chouameni is fouled. Nuno Mendes. Fernandez. And it's Fernandez. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. There's the shot! Off the post!
Mbappe really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Zanetti. Rodri. For Rice. And it's Olmo. Posh. Howson. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a little off target. Bellingham. Oh, there's a probing ball. PSG on the counter-attack. Dani Olmo. Now it's Schneider. Schneider. He has found the way through. And the shot! I'll keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Fernandez. Yamal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Mbappe. And it's Mendes. This looks promising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rodri. Great defending, strong and determined. And that's a... Can he finish? And it's in! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That is good strength. Shot, real chance! They've scored!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy.
And if you do have a chance
so we
today,
reach the halfway point.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Paris Saint-Germain are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So the action resumes. Fernandez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's found a way through. Yamal, lovely feet. Now the delivery, good read, needed to be. Dembele. Fernandez. Bellingham takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Garcia gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Morocco have the chance to go the other way. Tchouaméni making good progress on the right-hand side. Morocco appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Rice, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, just not quite.
Was 80,314.
Dani Olmo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tchouaméni. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what a mistake! Chance for a shot! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Paris Saint-Germain go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Ambitious ball here. Schneider is flagged offside. That is good alertness. Vardiol. Some good work on the right flank here. He's gone forward.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, this is a great position. And the shot! Schneider! Brilliant! A finish of true class. Just 1 goal in it now. Game on. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Morocco cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Morocco really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well...
Decent chance!
Haaland made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
So, third corner of the game. Garcia breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Morocco are looking to go forward now. Always onto this. Now then, and the finish! And the difference is still one, but only just.
That was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. Morocco really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's managed to get free. Corner then. Corner number 4 coming up here. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Neves. I think we're just about done here. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's in on goal. Oh, that's nice. And here's Mbappe. He's had a shot! Goal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Calm, composed, confident. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy that was. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Paris Saint-Germain, Aberdeen.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Dembele, is one of the best dribblers around.
Oh, good climb! And it's a goal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a decent clearance. Now there's a foul. Tries a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Dembele might just make this. Chouameni. McAllister. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Fernandez. He'll try from distance. Oh, there's a probing ball. This is a promising build-up. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the through ball. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Dembele couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It'll be a throw-in.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is good alertness. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham! Bellingham! That is brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Back to within one. Interesting. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Pete.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
McAllister. Grimaldo does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe wants to run onto this. That has ended up in no man's land. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. This looks promising. Yamal. And that's aimed into the middle. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, nice one too. And there's the shot! Chu wins the duel this time. Fernandez cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Yamal. Great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's rising! No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Zaire Emery. And it's Zaire Emery. He's picked his way through. Thinks about the shot. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Yamal. Chu, and that could set him on his way. He might be in here! Bellingham has found the net here, of course. Passing nice and neat. Bellingham picks it up out wide. Chu. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. We're on the move again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's a good-looking delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Grimaldo. That pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? The referee has given a corner. They've played it short. Succumbs to the pressure. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Look at the space. Shapes to shoot! And again! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. That's going across goal. Well read. And the danger shoots! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 19.
Paris Saint-Germain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Le numéro 24.
Aberdeen go up by 2 and are looking good.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Le numéro 87.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vardiol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's having a hit! Magnificent! He's got himself an absolute peach. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Just one in it, and he shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Raya clears. So we've reached the hour mark. That ball looks a good one. Havertz. And the counter-attack could be on for Paris Saint-Germain. He has found a way through.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Havertz makes a dash for it. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Rijkaard is there, and he can get that clear. And that is well cleared. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Shows big chance! And that's a sharp finish. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, I think it was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 13.
So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 25.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've...
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Zaire Emery. Wriggles his way through. Dani Olmo. Oh, such a clever touch. Crunching tackle. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. No, that's been intercepted. Kaut.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Havertz. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. McAllister gets it away. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Crossed into the box.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shot a goal! It's hit the upright, and he nearly went all the way.
Kvaratskhelia just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he'll rise to it.
Zaire Emery. McAllister. Now it's Schick. We are into stoppage time. Dani Olmo. And he's managed to get free. Cross. Oh, great leap! That was superb goalkeeping.
Kaut clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
All hands on deck for this one. Dani Olmo plays it short. That's very neat. Dani Olmo, impressive jump. Another headed effort. Again, not the most fruitful.
Aberdeen really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
And it's Neves. Thinks one through. Haaland. That has been knocked clear. And the referee brings it to a close. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and...
Thuram! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
What's your opinion on that goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
Uzbekistan. Big chance! And yes, it's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Oh, shooting chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bellingham. Fernandes. Yamal. Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
A shot at goal! And he's stuck it away. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Paris Saint-Germain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Fernandes. And Yamal. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Oh, that's a key interception. Bellingham. McAllister.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Mbappe. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And that could set him on his way. Mbappe! And he is just ripping it up.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Vardiol. Yamal. Vinicius Junior, and the counter is on. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Mbappe. Decent chance! Oh, good finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Pepe. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's in one-on. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Ronaldinho! Chouameni. And it's Bellingham. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. He's found a way through. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Might be danger here. He's had a shot! And that's a tidy finish. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Uzbekistan get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. Fernandez. Spread to the right.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
McAllister. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's got away. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. We're on the move again. Ronaldinho making a dash for it. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Takes on his marker. Chouameni and Yamal. Romero. Looking for options for movement. Caught offside that time. And here's Thuram. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Yamal. And the shot! Ronaldinho. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Mbappe! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Mendes. Goes for goal! Ronaldinho. There were better options before the ball was lost. That's rather hopeful! Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with the...
Shoots! Bellingham. Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Can he get it through? Bellingham is onto this. He's having a shot! Mbappe. Rijkaard. Oh, it's Dembele. That pass isn't the best. Pepe cuts out the pass. Could move up a gear here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for the far post. Tchouameni, who does have an assist to his name. Nuno Mendes. What a throw in. Pepe.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's a goal kick. Destined for the flank. Applies the finish! He's put his foot right through that one.
Nuno Mendes most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Oh, it's Dembele. That's a delicate pass. And he's there to get it away. Taken back almost at once. Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! He's had a shot! McAllister stood up well to him there. And that's that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Mbappe, very much the hero in this game.
Un jeune garçon
Paris Saint-Germain may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus and fitness in refusing to settle for a draw. A time to hold heads high.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in it.
Thuram! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game springs instantly to life.
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess.
Tries from a long way out. Fernandez tries to pass it through. Now there's a fight. Can he finish? Well taken goal. 2, and we've barely begun here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Olise. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Cherki clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Good ball, good take. 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Thuram. And here's Mbappe. Boyan. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Romero wins the duel this time. Bellingham. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vardiol. And it's Tchouaméni. Robson threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Tchouaméni, and the pass is intercepted. Foot in. Bellingham. Fernandez. Boyan. For Xavi Alonso. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Fernandez. Fernandez makes a dash for it. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's running through. Oh, just a keeper now. Oh, he's got a shot at goal. And that's a good finish. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
AZ cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Olise. That's a little off target. Can he get on the end of this? Cafu. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Robson, well, that's well spotted. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Mbappe. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Takes a shot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after
2
that.
added minutes has been indicated.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram is onto the... Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. There is a man right at... And that is all they have time for.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Paris Saint-Germain up by 3 after a terrific 45 minutes. Even in a game like this, you would think that should be enough. And here is the first touch of the second half. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, they've got it again. And that's gone loose. Oh, great chance! And no mistake. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
AZ really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Chouameni. Vardiol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
Xavi Alonso. RZ.
Appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Olise. Romero makes the interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice interception, well timed. Mendes can clear it away. Olise!
The match was 50,913.
RZ with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Here's a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's in on Alonso! That is delicious! A finish of true class! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
RZ get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Bellingham! Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bojan. Robson. Brilliantly cut out. Olise. Driving forward. Cherki. Cristiano Ronaldo. Tchouaméni. And Mendes. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence. Van Dijk. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's a good ball. He goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! They're back within reach! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Substitution on the field. Number 27.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 7.
So could they be onto something here? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Ibrahimovic.
22, Brian Robson. Coming on the field.
Stood up well to him there.
Number 10, Bale. Number 20,
Havertz.
Ibrahimovic.
Rice.
Number 17.
That's destined for the flank.
Number 9, Frank Lampard.
And it's made its way to him. And he shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Lampard. And it's Lampard. Bale has it in a wide position. And that's been intercepted. It's Bale! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Looking for options for movement. He's chosen to go back. Cherky. Can he finish? Bale. Oh, some tackle that. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Paris Saint-Germain are down to 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And this is Ibrahimovic. And the finish! Chouameni, the ball has bounced loose now. Vardiol goes sliding in. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Vardiol.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, good effort! Chouameni. Bale. Kvaratskhelia. Haaland. Now it's Havertz. Now it's Haaland. Oh, just he's in! Must be! Haaland! And that's a sharp finish. With fun and fury, they continue to do their... So that's it. It is all over. Paris Saint-Germain really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing.
Just a quick
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim. No doubt ready to deliver yet another defensive masterclass.
Yeah, a man who week in, week out took on the very best attackers. He always embraced that, and they very rarely got the better of him.
A proper virtuoso of the game. Even the most brutal tackles were and a chance! Very nicely done. That is good strength. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Pelé. Now it's Seedorf. That ball looks a good one.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Cross flung in towards the middle. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Not a bad start to the game, a chance at either end already. Bellingham. Mbappe. Fernandes. And Jamal. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira deals with that comfortably. And it's Seedorf.
That's good play from him.
He's found a way through.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Fernandes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nuno Mendes. Pelé does really well to win the ball there. Chouameni. Paris Saint-Germain are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Bellingham, who is rarely short on confidence. Oh, it's Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Paris Saint-Germain really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
And it's Bellingham. And here's Drogba. Shifted it to the flank. Has crossed in. Chance for a shot! Superb from Pelé! A finish right from the top draw. And how about that for a volley, executed to perfection.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition, now forced to come out.
Oh, good take and a good... And the finish! Gorgeous from Thuram. A finish of true class. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That's a good run down the left. Bellingham. This is a promising build-up. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Thuram, driving on and making good progress. Oh, well played.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Nuno Mendes. And here's Bellingham. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Seedorf receives it in and the shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Oh, important interception. And he's heaved it away. Now that looks a decent ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chooses to go cross-field. Pinches it off him. That is good progress on the left.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Vardiol cuts it out. And it's Mendes. And that signals the end of the first period. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Paris Saint-Germain really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And that's the second half started.
That's going in strongly.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Chouameni. Bellingham. Bellingham does well to get it back. Now it's Mbappe. That's destined for the flank. That is headed for the middle.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Bellingham is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Nesta. Tanucci. That has not gone well. Gerrard running with intent. He's found space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Chouameni.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Seedorf. That is a little undercooked. Guardiola. And it's Fernandes. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Pele looking to add to his goal. That has ended up in no man's land. Yamal. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 15.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Le numéro 19. À leur place, le numéro 9.
Panucci is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Bellingham plays it in.
Changement.
Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help.
He's having a hit! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And it's Neves. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Changement en cours.
The Netherlands have opted to make another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Koller is herring after that one. Panucci.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ball's out once more. And he stands tall, impenetrable. João Neves. And here's Haaland.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Best showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. João Neves gets a foot in here. Guti. Collar, and that has left him in a heap. It's run loose here. Collar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pass somewhat off target. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Havertz. Takes aim and crosses. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle.
Goes for a shot! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Paris Saint-Germain found the way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this. But has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Tanucci making good progress on the right-hand side. Martinez claims it without any fuss. And that's it. Paris Saint-Germain have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
FC Barcelone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing here because it's him. He's simply the greatest of them all, the inspiration for so many top-class defenders.
Pelé. Now the big chance! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pelé has got himself a free kick. The referee's awarded a free kick. Romero. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, just the keeper now. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, what has happened here? Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Barcelona have a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Romero. And it's Fernandes. And here's Mbappe. And here's Bellingham. Deftly away. And here's Bellingham. Driving forward. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. There he goes, motoring forward. Paris Saint-Germain are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
Mbappe. Throw it. Muscular approach does pay off here. He has found a way through.
Might want to be careful there.
Referee has just said play on. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Vardiol. He's a sharp hit. And the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Chance, surely!
Tchouaméni really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Now it's Pelé. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now this could be a chance. Decent chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Nuno Mendes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Fernandez with the short one. Chance for a shot! Oh, in he goes again! And he hits the net! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
L'équipe du Paris Saint-Germain. Après 38 minutes de jeu.
That was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Quality ball. Rummenigge. Can he finish? Marvellous goal! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Mendes. Knocks it into space. Tries a shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He looks to lift it! And that was neither one thing nor the other.
Seedorf certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
Guardiola calmly anticipates. Fernandez. Fernandez! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. Fernandez goes short. Chance. Impressive jump! Not a bad try by any means.
Thuram certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Fernandez. Tries one from range. Fantastic from Fernandez. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They've done it again. It is incredible.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 24.
So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 19.
Paris Saint-Germain drag themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Le numéro 29. Le
João
numéro
Neves.
7.
And the shots! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pirlo. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Hazard. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to...
João Neves! Oh, he's been caught on it here. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now that looks a decent ball. Now that's well seen too.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Leicester gets across and deals with it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Hazard. Oh, it's Pirlo. Real chance! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And now he has two.
Changement.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Quite a game this, all square again.
Barcelona really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Kvaratskhelia. Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. De Jong did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rummenigge.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Grimaldo. And here's Mbappe. Grimaldo has the space to scheme. Maldini with the clearance.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Nedved receives it in a wide position. João Neves looking to add to his goal. And the counter is on. That has been slung wide. Oh, that's neat. Van Dijk. Oh, they huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Your final thoughts, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively. but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
He's going for goal! And no, just off target. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Juve proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Fernandez! Fantastic from Fernandez! He's got himself an absolute peach. And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's in on goal. And the shot! Hazard. Oh, easy pickings there. Threads one in. Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
It's a pretty loose pass. Good play on the left-hand side here. Hazard. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Closing in. There's the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Tries a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. João Neves. Defending here is really tight. And it's Neves. Shot at goal! Oh, super goal! A finish right from the top draw. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Oh, that was sharp, deliciously sharp.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Great chance! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Punched away. Takes a shot! And again! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's been hooked away. Nuno Mendes. Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Romero and Mendes. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's managed to get free. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Chouameni. Yamal. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that has left him in a heap. This looks promising. Now, what about a counter-attack? Fernandez, and he is...
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty.
So, a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Livakovic must save this. No, he's missed it!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
And here's Mbappe. Paris Saint-Germain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Duke. Romero deals with that comfortably. And here's Schick. Fernandez. Yamal. Well timed, excellent interception. Azar. Driving on and making good progress. Roberto Carlos. And it's Gerrard. Is there any support? He might not need it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nicely spread. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Azar. And that's been intercepted. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Paris Saint-Germain absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Paris Saint-Germain seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 12.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 1.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him. A smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. And that's been one straight back. That is a great pick out. That is good alertness. Van Dijk, certainly one of the players of the week. Yamal. Played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Mendes. Tries to pass it through.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Paris Saint-Germain looking close to untouchable here at 3-0. A probing pass. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. Yamal. Fernandez. That's a lovely, neat pass. Donatoni. Davids. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Hazard. Gerrard. Now Davids. And it's Gerrard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yamal. Davids. Now it's Luis Suarez, and here's Hazard. And he cuts out the supply. It's a good foot in there. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
He'll fancy himself from here. So the perfect chance to get one back.
El dorsal 10. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20. El dorsal
Going for goal!
El dorsal
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Drogba. Cambio de jugadores.
Yamal. Shot, surely! And a neat finish! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Barcelona may be down, but not out just yet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he was quick to react. Luis Suarez is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Yamal. And here's Drogba. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Kvaratskhelia makes a move down the right. Davids. Van Bouten goes sliding in. Vinicius Junior. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Spread out to the left. Vardiol does well to get it back. Chouameni, chance here to counter. Howson does well not to be outdone there. And it's Thuram. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Un minuto de descuento.
Thuram. This is a promising build-up. Davids. Vinicius Junior. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain definitely impressing me here. Especially
the noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Tony Adams, now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
Just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality.
Goes for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Dijk. And it's Zanetti. Bellingham. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Fernandes. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. Yamal gets on his bike and on the move. Robertson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good play on the left-hand side here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Jong with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
First quarter of an hour gone. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And here's Yamal. Oh, super find. He's had it taken off him. De Jong is the team's great visionary. No, that's been intercepted.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Robertson gets into a good position. De Jong. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Thuram. Nice bit of trickery.
Paris Saint-Germain always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Now this could be a chance. And it's Fernandes. Thuram is onto this. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Fernandes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Tchouaméni has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Out of play for a goal kick. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now that's well seen too. Xavi Simons. Berbatov. Driving forward. Now he's running away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Berbatov. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got away. Mendes proves just a little bit too strong. Corner number 2 then. keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. That has been cut short. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Haaland. Now it's Berbatov. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's well spotted. Xavi Simons. And it's Berbatov. And it's Berbatov. And he's lost his man here.
He could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Shot a goal! It's in!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man.
And that is all they have time for. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Paris Saint-Germain unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, they could break here. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. PSV Bandung needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And they can counter here. Some good work on the right flank here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking to play him in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
PSV Bandung clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Fernandez. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, delightful ball. And that is expertly dealt with. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. And here's Berbatov. Yamal. Thuram being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
They want to be quick to recover this. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Mendes.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Thuram. Mbappe!
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to all...
He's going for goal! Mbappe! Irrepressible! A finish of true class! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 15.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Le numéro 87.
Starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Berbatov, taken back almost at once.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Mbappe, engages and forces him off the ball. Robertson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rice! And that's a real chance missed.
Rice fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Now it's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Oh, super ball. Oh, shooting chance! That is fantastic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the comeback is complete!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Kvaratskhelia goes short. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Paris Saint-Germain can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That's very neat. He's found the way through. Great chance! And time is up. Paris Saint-Germain have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Borussia Dortmund against Paris
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. Well, we're on the way.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal, with Messi grabbing the last one to put the icing right on the cake.
It's a pretty loose pass. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's Mbappe! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Impressive! Oh, crossbar! Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Threads one in. Eto'o is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No, that was never going to make it. Has a look and plays it forward. He's a sharp little ball here. Played in by Roberto Carlos.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Paris Saint-Germain are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Eto'o. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he's picked it up. He's rising! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Borussia Dortmund are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
It's Eto'o! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Tura, in with the challenge. It's a promising position. Ah, such a clever touch. Roberto Carlos. And that is out of play. Seedorf. No foul, says the referee. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now this could be a chance. It's a throw-in. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's really put himself on the line here. Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Messi finding himself in space. Oh, good effort! Oh, crossbar! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's whipped it across. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's a little off target. João Neves. Yamal. Now then, the ball's come loose. And Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nesta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Van Dijk cuts it out. No, again there's no way through. João Neves. Now it's Mbappe.
Indicated.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. He has found the way through. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That's been cut out, well played. Thuram finds himself offside. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Romero has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Paris Saint-Germain currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
On the road outside the stadium.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Down to business again.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's had it nicked away. Shifted it to the flank. He's found the way through. Crosses it in. And it's claimed by the keeper. Yamal. Vardiol.
Borussia Dortmund couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Eto'o. Skillfully cut out. He is... Shot, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Mbappe. And they win it back again. Great defending, strong and determined. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Hullet. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The greatest...
Oh, great leap! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
substitution.
Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change. Haaland proves just a little bit too strong. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Haaland might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
Grimaldo receives it in a good position here.
The attendance for this
Well,
match
that's
was
certainly more like it. They can't let the
60,810.
intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Could be danger here. Chance! And that's in. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Grimaldo calmly anticipates. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Surely he can't miss! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Can he? Will he? Turned it round. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Pull it. Oh, this is a great position. Paris Saint-Germain have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Stood up well to him there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Chance here to counter. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's picked his way through. A heavy challenge. Now who's going to be first to this? There's the shot! It's a loose ball. And it's been hooked away. And it's Grimaldo. A really well-measured ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Grimaldo trying to keep this in. Havertz. Grimaldo is in a really good position out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! It's a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And here's Haaland. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had it taken off him. Seedorf, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Four added minutes on the board,
indicated.
and it's Roberto Carlos. Chouameni, Havertz. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Carlos. Caicedo. Nicely spread. And Kvaratskhelia. Caicedo. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but...
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
Darren Fletcher will be key here. It's going to be down to him to dictate the tempo.
And a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Thuram. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. João Neves. Fernandes. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Mbappe. Goulet. Silvestre. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guardiol. He's picked his way through.
Oh, great feat, that.
Big chance! Goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him. Setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bremer. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that's been won straight back. João Neves. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
João Neves. Mbappe going after that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Thuram. And the through ball. Yamal! Glorious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
After 19 minutes is
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Yamal looking to receive it in space. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Goulet. João Neves. And it's Neves. Has a look up and delivers. Ferdinand tries to clear. And here's Thuram. He has a look up. Chance for a shot! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
3-0, it's Dahani! And it's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So could they be onto something here? João Neves. 30 minutes gone. Yamal has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now, as long as he keeps working for his...
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Paris Saint-Germain have themselves a chance from the spot. Raya clearly engaging in mind games here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Paris Saint-Germain visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Van Dijk. Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic. Driving on and making good progress. Yamal knocks it into space. Hangs... Oh, good effort! And it's in! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And now he has 2. Thuram! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Fernandes with the short one. He's cut it out. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Thuram, Fernandes, now he takes a shot! Goal! And that for him is goal number 10. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
The goal scorer for Paris Saint-Germain after 43 minutes is number 24.
So now the difference is 3. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. That has been cut short. Silvestre.
There will be 3 minutes.
Szoboszlai. Fernandes. Chouameni aims beyond the defence. Picked out brilliantly. Pinches it off him. Spread it left. Dahari. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And the referee has blown for half-time.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence
And a quick
a whole
announcement
power
today
of
that
good.
memorabilia from today's match
It's
is
hard to
now
believe
on
we're only
sale
at
in the
half-time.
stadium hall.
The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess.